Good evening today, YouTube. Today, I want to talk about today's climate on political issue. Well, it's lunchtime. So at that point, anybody can come and ask me a question. I'm more than willing to answer that question. It's just a matter, I just need some people in here to really ask questions. No, no, my buddy's leaving. No, no. Oh. Hey, we finally got somebody in here. How's your lunch going on today? Well, if it is that time of day for you. Look at that. We're getting some more people from lunch. What's going on, everybody? There we go. We're getting another person in here. Maybe it won't be a boring lunch today. Anybody got any questions? I'm more than willing to answer some questions. Oh, there we go. Three more people. I did. I used to support Trump pretty heavily. This year has been an abomination for his whole campaign. The only thing that's actually going well for his campaign that I can see is RFK. He's done more for this country so far, just health wise, than so far Trump has. It's pretty sad, honestly. There's a lot of stuff that he promised us. It looks like he's going towards Israel. Everything is Israel first. Why am to America first, man? You know what I mean? Hopefully that answers your question on that. Anybody else got another question by chance? These are all my opinions too, so give some leeway, some salt. Mm-hmm. It's like I'm a factory worker. My wife can't even stay fucking home to watch my kids. We support Trump and Epstein and Israel. That's what it is. It's literally the Trumpstein list at this point. That's not what he's saying. What he's saying is like everything's going to hell. Okay, it's my hairdo. You can say where the fuck you want. Any more questions by chance? You are right. We've been focusing so much on give, give, give. When is it going to be us? Like, when are we going to be able to take this money and fix our roads? So it's like one of those things. It, it's literally Israel first. And it's a big party that you're not part of. And that's kind of ridiculous. And to answer your question, my day is going slow, but not bad. And my new boyfriend doing? Oh, he's doing good, baby. What else do we got? Any more questions? I still got another 20 minutes of my lunch. On my last square of pizza. And honestly, I'm just kind of sick of this country at this point. I really wanted to have the liberal dream. God damn it. The libertarian dream. I know I'm going to get smoke on that. But the thing that I want to be able to live on a homestead, take care of my family, my animals, be left the hell alone with a full auto machine gun growing marijuana next to a gay neighbor with his has his marriage license. I'm not asking much. I just want as many rights as I can have with the least amount of government. The government has fucked us so many times that it's just yeah. Can get me fired up really easy in the government, honestly. That's it for my pizza. Let's see here. The most recent thing going on is the shooting in Minnesota. Without trying to get political, I could see the issues on both sides. And the issues on both sides, it's just gonna string us further and further away from each other and cause more and more division. And the issue with that is they're going to split us to cause us to fight even more, which is going to drive the wedge so far to the point to where they're going to pretty much incite a civil war. But this is all my opinions, though. So, again, you can take it with a grain of salt. Hey, my buddy came back. lost everybody. What am I gonna do? Oh, so there's still people here. Sorry, my little counter is. I'm still new to this live streaming thing, so try to cut me some slack. I know you all are gonna roast me anyways, so it don't matter. But I'm just some average everyday Joe, so roast away. Let's see here. Let's go back to the shooting in Minnesota. So when you actually sit back and actually look, it's one of those things. It, you can see both sides, and I don't think a lot of people actually have the common sense to actually sit back, look at the whole scenario and what's going on in the climate, and like, oh, wait a minute. Well, they did this, and then they did this. Well, what escalated that whole situation? For instance, like the first footage that we actually have of that shooting the entire time was only one angle. I've seen one other, but again, it's all hearsay until we actually have all the evidence and everything's actually been confirmed. But the way it looked when I first seen it was she was trying to wave them on. Like, come on, that's the most Midwest thing you'll see. Everybody waves zebra. Oh, come on, trying to be nice. Again, this is at first sight. They immediately get out of their truck, immediately go straight towards her, which don't look great. Like, they're charging full force. And obviously, they really didn't have a whole lot of markings on their vehicle or on them. They're mainly masked more than anything. And as soon as they get up to her, instead of showing some courtesy, again, this is at first glance, they're trying to rip her out of the car right away, which that's like, okay, how do you know that she doesn't have a weapon? Why are you going to this extreme? Then it escalated so fast to the point to where, yeah, you could see where the cop would consider it a threat. He pulls his gun. Yep. Like it just all seems way too fast paced, honestly. And when you slow it down, everything makes sense. Yes, she did technically hit him. Technicalities, yes. Technicalities are a bitch. But they do matter nonetheless. She did try to get away. She did hit him. He fired. Was he in the right? Technically. Again, this is technicalities. He did have authorization to fire at that point, but once she was on the side of him, I feel like it went too far. But then again, milliseconds, like this is like split timing, and that's something that most people don't understand. Like if they were just sit back, it seems like a lot of people are just overreacting a little too much. Yes, do we want justice? Oh, fuck yeah. Anytime there's a discharge like that, it's it's kind of stupid. He's going to need to take responsibility either way. Will we see responsibility? More than likely, no, but whatever. Uh, what's another question anybody would probably have? Yeah, 15 minutes. Then again, there's a lot going on today. There's a lot going on in general. Taking over a fucking other oil tanker, seizing oil and all that. And Trump's going fucking crazy, it looks like. We're cooked. I seriously think we are cooked. Anybody have any questions? Get me ranting about anything else pretty quick, too. Anybody else have any more questions? Let's see here. Let's go about Denmark. Denmark and the Greenland situation. I seriously had thought that it's like, go ahead, invade Greenland, destroy an alliance we've had since World War II. Yeah, that's a great idea. To the point to where you're going to go against the Constitution. They don't want to sell Greenland. Why are you trying to force Greenland? And it's mainly just to project power. More than likely, when in doubt, it's more than likely what it is Trump is trying to take over Greenland, to get their resources, he'll take it by force, and it's a fucking game. I swear, it's a game. We would be able to use the Constitution if it does not go for Congress for an act of war. At least that's what I've always been told. That's what the Constitution says. And when you go against the Constitution, that is literally the law of the land. You cannot go against the law of the land when it comes to the Constitution. And the one that always fires me up the most would probably be the hindrance and infringement on the Second Amendment. Oh, you can get me fired up on the Second Amendment alone. And they're like, oh, gun law this, oh, we need gun laws that. No, it literally states, shall not be infringed. And it seems like most people don't understand that. And whenever they implement these gun laws, it just irritates me more and more because I'm just not going to listen to it, honestly. Like, oh, yeah, you get arrested. Sorry, the Second Amendment states shall not be infringed, and I'm going to listen to the law of the land, not to your petty little squabbles on what you feel. But I can rant and rave on that all day long. A lot of machine guns would be nice. Yep, not wrong at all. It's for a well-regulated militia, and we, the people, are the militia. And it seems like the government doesn't truly fully understand that we, the people, control you. We, the people, are the most well-regulated military in the world. But here shortly, they're gonna find out. They're gonna find out eventually. It's just a matter of time. Just a game of fuck around and find out, pretty much. And it's getting closer and closer every single day. Writing's on the wall. Without a doubt, the writing is definitely on the wall. Why do you go to the gym and train so hard? Because I see it coming. And I feel like if I don't stand up and help protect the family in the absolute best I can, which means I should be in the best shape I can get, that's the only way we'll be able to protect them and on the property. But I don't know. I got 8 more minutes in my lunch break. Anybody else got any questions by chance? Getting a lot more followers on Instagram. Definitely should follow me on Instagram. Definitely post a lot often, a lot more often, a lot more on Instagram than on here. Definitely gonna be doing more lives, more than more than likely. The hell does he got? Thought cigarettes. Any more questions? Anybody got anything? Get me fired up on? Making fun of one of my buddies because he pays taxes. You're a sheep. You're a sheep. Fucking hilarious. God damn it. Uh, you can't be tax exempt like the cool kids. Let's see here. What's another good subject? Let's go with my thoughts on ice. My thoughts on ice is very mixed. For the simple reason we do need control on our immigration, for sure. Without a doubt, we need to close the borders. I'm pretty certain if we close the borders and it's like nobody's coming in until we can get everything back on track. So I feel like we do need ICE to get the illegals, but I feel like they're going about it the wrong way. For instance, how they are going about it is an extremely aggressive approach. Yes, I know they got a job to do. Yeah, I know they're trying to catch people that don't want to leave the country, which is understandable. But I feel like they're going a little excessive with how they are doing it. So if I don't recall, which somebody probably will have to correct me, we would have the local law enforcement. If they pick them up, for instance, a small traffic infraction, and they find out they're illegal,
they send them back. Yeah, I think I I feel like that's probably our best bet to go around, but I there's not a great way to go about it. And all the excessive protesting, I pretty pretty confident it is just aggravating it more, making people go a little bit more crazy. And it seems like not many people understand. Once you try to get involved, you stress the situation. And when you stress the situation, you get to the situation that we're at now, where it is pretty much just a boiling point to the point where we're about to simmer over and blow. And it seems like not many people understand that. But that's all my opinions. I don't know. My lunch break is almost over. Subscribe, like, comments, send questions. Have a good one.